So guys, we're getting all set for the drive and for the Modern Classic. I have a very special guest that's going to join me on this drive. So let me take you guys along with us. Follow me.
So yes, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all have taken in all these spectacular beauties that are on display out here today at the Autocar Modern Classic Rally 2025.
Mumbai has become the classic car capital of the country.
A lot of car enthusiasts come out.
Yeah,
huh?
lots.
I didn't know, man. There's quite a trend, no?
Yeah, and this is like a paid event, so you have to buy tickets and stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
So who runs this show?
This is the autocar.
Autocar, okay. And the police are getting involved in
Yeah, they have
traffic.
Yeah.
Very cool. So tell me about this one.
So this is a 2001
Yeah.
Porsche
Yeah.
996.
Hmm.
So actually, this car was not considered to be, one of Porsche's best designs
Okay.
because of the headlights. It looked very similar to like a Boxster or something else.
Yeah.
But now with time,
Hmm.
suddenly, and Porsche prices have gone sky high globally.
Right.
This one had not gone up that much.
Okay.
So now this is becoming a little bit more popular because it's a easier way to get into Porsche 911.
Porsche. So this was like the stepdaughter or step.
Yeah. Even though it's a 911,
Yeah.
but it was not like one of the more popular 911s.
Ah, okay.
But it's so nice to drive. It's got a manual
I love the
transmission.
stick shift.
Yeah,
I love the idea of a stick shift to these cars.
correct. And today, the stick shifts are the ones
Yeah.
that are sort of commanding more premiums, and
Really?
they're more sought after.
So all internal combustion cars, vintage, and can't call this vintage, can you?
No, this is modern classic.
Modern classics, they all will go up in value at some point.
They
maybe.
should, because soon. I mean, all cars are going electric, right? So therefore,
Yeah.
again, it's important to find a car which is in good condition. The
Right.
important thing is you can get cars, but if they're in bad condition, it's just that much harder.
Let me ask you, it's a more scale of economy question.
Yeah.
You guys collect cars
Yeah.
because you're passionate about cars.
Yeah.
There's no end game to this. There's no, I'm buying it for an investment, sort of. That's not the thought process, right?
That's not the thought process, but in my case, I do keep that in mind. Let me be very honest. A lot of people will
Yeah.
say, no, let's not talk about money and the price and all of that.
Yeah.
But when I buy a car, I don't like to overpay for a car. I like to be fair.
Understood.
in the price, but I also look at cars as an investment,
Yeah.
right? That's not the primary goal.
Yeah.
I want it because for me, when you see my cars, they're all cars that you would love to drive. So drivability is the number one factor for me.
Right.
Then obviously the looks of the car, the rarity of the car, the condition of the car. You know,
Yeah.
these are all factors.
Yeah.
And somewhere at the bottom, the investment factor does come in.
So you're thinking of an end game. That
No,
in
I'm
the
saying
event
that
you
in
want
case
to
I want to sell it,
Yeah.
how
Is
easy
it
will
going to
it
appreciate?
How easy will it be to sell?
Right.
And will I lose money on it?
Right.
I don't think I'm looking at appreciation, but I think I'm more concerned on maybe will I lose money on it if I have to sell it.
Understood. Fair enough. What about some of these cars because they're so old? Parts.
Yeah, so they're generally quite easily available, but again, you know, the import duties in India are fairly high.
Right.
So it does pinch a bit when you have to import the parts.
Yeah.
But unlike years ago, you know, you couldn't even import them. It wasn't
Right.
allowed. But now you're allowed to import them, which is good.
Bad, Brady. I like it.
Nice.
Very cool.
It's
So you
good
got,
to drive a classic Porsche. It's cool.
but how often you get to take these out, man? You got 30 cars. How do
I
you
drive every morning.
one car a day?
At least 3 cars every morning.
Oh, really?
Because I live right off the coastal road, right? So I come on to Beach Candy. I have 3 routes that I can take.
Yeah.
One I can do a U-turn at Samudra Mahal.
Yeah.
One I can do a U-turn at Worli.
Right.
And another one I can do a U-turn at the end of
At the
Sea
end. Okay.
So it depends, you know, how much I want to drive or how long I want to drive for.
But you drive all the cars.
I drive all my cars, maximum of 3 a day.
Yeah.
And,
so you give them a run.
Yeah, you have to. If I
Yeah.
don't use a car for 2 weeks, there will be some problem, or 3 weeks.
Right, right.
Some
right.
small niggle will come up. So if you use them more,
The better it is.
yeah, much better.
So how many do you aim to collect?
There's no aim, there's no this thing.
You just, if you like something, you will go and take
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I mean,
Okay.
I'm not really looking for anything per se,
Yeah.
but the ones that interest me, like I said, is something rare, something in good condition,
Yeah.
something which has a fair, good value,
That's good.
something
Do
which
you
is
have
fun to drive.
Do you have enough technicians in Mumbai to?
Yeah, we
repair
have good
these
guys.
cars?
Yeah, we have good guys. One thing I've learned is that for a lot of these cars,
Yeah.
the manufacturers aren't always the best people to take it to.
Yeah.
So you have to find somebody, a garage guy who is also passionate about these cars,
Right, right.
and you know they do a better job.
Who will obviously know.
Yeah,
It's because these cars don't have that system where you plug in a
Yeah.
what's it called, the scanner.
Correct.
And there's no faults. You have to open up the bonnet,
Yeah, I
the
mean-
hood, or in this case, the back.
To a large extent, yes. Yeah.
Wow. But is there a difference when, I mean, I know you like classics like this. Like if you had to drive, obviously, today's car with the mechanics of it and the electronics of it, it's like doing nothing in a car.
Yeah, it's too simple. There's no soul in the car anymore, right?
That's the thing.
There is no soul. It's missing that.
Right.
And then with the electric, there's no noise.
Which you need to hear.
Right? It's all about the noise, this thing, the feel. Everything's become so easy now. Even driving a supercar or a hypercar,
Yeah.
they're so easy. Whereas in the 80s, if you bought like Ferraris or Lamborghinis,
Yeah.
I mean they were a handful to drive.
Right.
And if you
So you're
didn't-
involved in the driving fully.
Yeah, and focus and all of that, right? Today anyone can drive a supercar. I mean,
It's too easy.
it's too easy. I mean,
Yeah.
which is nice also, but it's losing. There's
Yeah, I know.
something lost in that.
There was that racing movie where one of the racers who says they feel it in the seat.
Yeah.
And he sat in the seat and he felt the engine and he knew exactly if the car was good or not.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's that feeling you get if you drive something like this.
Correct. The steering feel, you know, the handling, the suspension, the brakes.
Yeah.
All of those have to sort of work together well for it to be a great car.
But the new cars with all the electronics are missing all that, right?
Yeah, they are. I mean, they're missing a large part of the soul.
The soul. The growl.
Yeah, you know, it sort of first it was naturally aspirated, then
Yeah.
then turbocharging came into effect, and
Yeah.
then there was a bit of a, you know, and now it's gone way beyond the turbocharging. So it's a pity it's a little warm, but otherwise maybe 2 weeks ago this would have been.
If we were driving this in Europe, for instance, it would be so beautiful.
Yeah.
the top down.
Having said that, the coastal road should be fun, Dino.
I hope so, man.
Yeah.
That'd be good, actually, right?
Yeah.
And now they started putting some speed breakers or something on the coastal road to curb
yeah,
racing.
The little bumps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Porsche still got it, huh?
Yeah, look at
It's
it.
got the punch, man.
Got the punch. That was in third gear.
Gee. Beautiful. These are all diesel engines, right?
No,
Or
no,
petrol
petrol,
engines,
petrol.
yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't make diesel at that time. The
Yeah,
Porsche
not
never
for-
did.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I mean, they did for the Cayennes, I think.
Okay.
But primarily the sports cars are.
So okay, if you drive this and you drive the Carrera, right? The GT
GT TRS.
TRS. Now
Yeah.
that's Porsche, both Porsche.
Yeah, but those are two totally different cars.
Yeah, but that's a mad car.
That's a
right?
mad car. I mean, even though it's a modern car, but it's designed for the track, so it's more hardcore. So the feel, everything is, it's more.
You'd say this is a little more comfortable.
Yeah, this is very comfortable. This is a convertible. It's a base Carrera.
Right.
So it's meant to be,
Easy.
sporty but easy.
Right. Okay. But that's just pure sport.
Yeah, that's pure sport.
But that's another beast looking car.
Yeah, that's more for the track and
Yeah.
less for the road. Whereas this is all for the road primarily.
So the shock absorber is different in this. That
Yeah.
one is hard.
Absolutely, absolutely. That everything is hard. That's hardcore. Not hard.
But that also, I mean,
Yeah.
very catchy to the eye,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
I mean, not that this isn't.
That's just brutal, so
Yeah.
to say.
Beautiful. What are the top speeds in those days of these cars?
This,
175 miles an hour.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, yeah. It's
Good.
fast. It's not slow by any chance, and that's why the modern classic, in my opinion, is a great space if you're
Yeah.
collecting or the space to be in, because you get all the creature comforts, right? AC, you get power steering, get sort of technology.
Right.
This is the era, sort of 90s, 2000, early 2000s. I think that's a good spot of cars to sort of.
Is that when they were
invest in.
really working on developing better engines, faster engines?
I think from all the way from the 90s,
Yeah.
2000s,
Yeah.
you get some great cars.
So are you looking to collect in that space?
I am. That's the sort of space I have been looking for. So I have quite a few in that sort of 90s, 2000s,
Yeah.
quite a few of those.
Oh, nice.
But you also are quite a car and a bike lover.
I like bikes, yeah.
So you're more bikes, would you say?
On a hot day, I prefer a car.
Yeah.
Okay, now it really depends where I am. Like in Mumbai, to ride a bike is tough.
Yeah, yeah.
It's very tough. I
Yeah.
love bike. I grew up in Bangalore, and for me, it was riding bikes all the time.
Right.
Right. So I had most of the bikes while growing up. I kept buying bikes.
Yeah.
And then when I moved here, I realized that riding a bike is just the most awful thing.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
tough.
The heat, the pollution
The heat,
also.
the pollution, traffic, it's really uncomfortable. It's tough to ride a bike here.
Yeah.
Even though I take my bikes out.
No, but you can't like go to a place because by the time you get there, you're hot and sweaty.
You're
and
hot,
it's-
sweaty, and you're black.
Yeah, yeah,
You would avoid it. So that's why I prefer cars over here. But if I had to travel,
yeah,
and if someone said, let's go on a bike ride, the highways abroad,
yeah.
the roads abroad, it's just beautiful. It's so conducive to really open up a bike and feel the beauty of riding a bike.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's what I used to do in Bangalore. When we were growing up, we used to go on these long rides, open roads,
Right.
and that was something.
Yeah, yeah,
So if you give me either of the two, I would choose riding a bike.
yeah.
But here for this city, like sitting in a car like this,
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
it's fun,
It
especially
really is
through,
beautiful.
through October, November, December, Jan, Feb.
Yeah. It's terrific. Look at the number of people just waiting to shoot. Huh?
Yeah. So that's the thing in Bombay, the car culture
It's massive now.
is quite, yeah.
Okay there. Dude, this car's really got a
That's
punch
what I'm
in
saying,
it,
it's got a
man.
punch.
Wow. Oh. But beautiful, yeah, Paddy. I'm enjoying this. So every Sunday you take your car out.
Yeah, I take every morning,
Right.
but Sundays is take during the daytime
day.
because all these guys are there, it's nice.
But you're all like, it's a big community now?
A lot of people go in groups. I go on my own.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of guys go in the groups and stuff.
Okay. So there are a few people now in this city, I mean, I guess in India also, who have a fairly decent car collection.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Amazing. Like Joey, what a collection. He's a young guy. He's like in his 30s.
So, how did he, I mean, what?
He just loves cars
And just goes and buys?
yeah, but he buys good cars. He came up to me because he said, you know, when I was a kid, I used to see you driving your cars.
Oh, really?
And that's how he introduced himself to me.
That's so amazing.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
Yeah. So guys, it's a wrap from the Modern Classic Rally 2025. I hope you guys enjoyed our coverage of this great event, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed the drive. Take care.